The National Football League, presented by Selwyn G. Roberts. The National Football League, the NFL, is the most watched and attended sports league in the United States. Fans flock from all over to see the hard-hitting and fast-paced colossal game. The National Football League has the honor of being the best attended sports league in the world. The NFL took the top spot with an average of 67,591 fans per game just in 2002, an increase from 67,394 a year earlier. The NFL is a professional American football league that constitutes one of the four major professional sports leagues in North America. It is comprised of 32 teams divided equally between the National Football Conferences and the American Football Conference, which is the NFC and the AFC. The largest professional level of sport in the world, the NFL runs a 17-week regular season from the week after Labor Day to the week after Christmas, with each team playing 16 games and having one bye week each season. Out of the league's 32 teams, 6 division winners and 2 wildcard teams from each conference compete in the NFL playoffs, a single game elimination tournament accumulating into the Super Bowl, played between the champions of the NFC and the AFC. The champions of the Super Bowl are awarded the Vince Lombardi Trophy in the end. So, let's talk about marketing. The things we must consider is what key sponsor partnerships does the NFL have? And how are the NFL benefiting from these partnerships? And last, what demographics are our partners reaching? Now, these questions are very important when trying to gauge the effectiveness of the sponsorships and partnerships or even license agreements that the NFL has with its external companies. Because of the NFL's popularity and attractiveness, businesses and organizations flock to be part of something that is thriving. Currently, the NFL has 38 top-level sponsorship partnerships and 71 external licensing agreements. The top 12 partnerships that the NFL currently engage in is Barclay, Gatorade, Microsoft, McDonald's, Procter & Gamble, Verizon, Marriott, FedEx, Visa, General Motors, Frito-Lay, Castrol, and of course, broadcasting rights. These 12 partnerships pushes the NFL's brand in a dozen different directions, thus furthering the reach of the NFL franchise. For example, McDonald's is the leading global food service retailer with more than 35,000 local restaurants serving nearly 70 million people in more than 100 countries each day. Barclay operates in over 50 countries and territories and has around 48 million customers. As of 31 December 2011, Barclay has total assets of $2.42 trillion, the 7th largest of any bank worldwide. So a partnership of this magnitude is very beneficial to the NFL. Now, for another example, Microsoft. Microsoft products are used on every continent. 5 million Xbox One consoles alone have been shipped to retailers. 3.5 million people use Office 365. 1.3 billion people utilize Windows. Skype users make an average of 50 billion minutes per day, and the list goes on and on for Microsoft. Another company we can use for an example is Federal Express, the world's largest express transportation company, providing fast and reliable delivery to every U.S. address and to more than 220 countries and territories. FedEx ships over 4 million packages and 11 million pounds of freight daily. Last year's revenue alone for the company was $27 billion. So these are just some examples of the sponsorships that the NFL is a part of. And so they're definitely beneficial to the league. Now, another thing that we haven't talked about is broadcasting rights. TV time is king when pertaining to sports. Just alone in the Super Bowl, 108 million people watched the Super Bowl, not including the Wildcat games, the AFC Championship games, the NFC Championship games. Those games are widely watched by Americans and abroad. Now, broadcasting partnership rights. Annually, the NFL redistributes upwards of $4 billion in radio, TV, and digital earnings across its 32 teams. $125 million apiece, plus an equal share for the league. And that number shows no sign of declining. The 19 highest rated fall TV programs and 28 of the top 30 were NFL games. And this year's Super Bowl was the most watched program ever. Here's a couple of stats for you. ESPN pays $1 billion per season, which is 18 grand games to the NFL. DirecTV pays $1 billion per season, which is 8 games plus NFL Sunday Ticket. Fox pays $712 million per season, which is 102 games. NBC pays $650 million per season, which is 18 games, and CBS pays $622 million per season. So this, just to show you how much money can be generated with broadcasting rights with the NFL. So in essence, the 38 sponsorship partners are key to the vitality and survivability of the National Football League. Without these partnerships, the NFL and its 30-plus facilities, which are the stadiums, won't be able to operate successfully in their respective communities. Whether it's stadium naming rights, ticket sales, broadcasting rights, stadium merchandise, etc., these sponsorships help the NFL and its 32 teams in creating a more robust atmosphere and a more robust service to its fans and its dedicated customers and partners. The UK's Barclays companies operate in the finance arena. Gatorade dominates the soft drink industry. Microsoft's technology and gaming devices reach across the globe. McDonald's fast food is embedded in almost every country, and the list of sponsors goes on and on for miles. The demographics that these sponsors reach is mind-boggling. And so with that being said, the NFL can ride and use their companies as a vehicle, a mode of travel, to push the NFL brand further internationally. So the sponsorships of the NFL definitely are beneficial to the NFL, and those key 38 players or partnership sponsors are definitely a factor, and they keep the vitality of the NFL going. So in conclusion, I think those 38 sponsorship partners and the 71 licensing agreements that the NFL currently has are used correctly and very beneficial. Thank you.